Hello and welcome to this edition of Crawdaddy Cosplay. Today we will be assembling our Mark 7, Space Marine Mark 7 chest piece Imperialis detail. So what I've done is I've taken the pieces from our Space Marine Mark 7 chest that we built. Here's the full-blown one with the Palatine Aquila on it. So I've got pieces 1 Alpha, 1 Bravo, and 1 Charlie put together where our Imperialis is going to go. And that'll kind of be our working surface, and I'll show you how to apply this detail. So let's dive into the pieces associated with this detail. So we got the wings. We got 4 Alpha 1, 4 Alpha 2, all cuts, straight cuts on all parts for this particular item. So we got 4 Alpha 1, 4 Alpha 2, 4 Bravo 1, 4 Bravo 2. So 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter, and then 4 Charlie 1, 4 Charlie 2. Note that 4 Alpha 2 is the mirror of 4 Alpha 1, 4 Bravo 2 is the mirror of 4 Bravo 1, and 4 Charlie 2 is the mirror of 4 Charlie 1. 4 Charlie 1 is 8 millimeters. So we go 12, 10, 8. And then we got the skull that goes in the middle. So here's where you have a few choices. You can print the skull. I've included a file. It's got the curve it needs to have on the back, everything to go right onto the chest piece. And that's probably a perfectly acceptable solution for a lot of you, and you're completely welcome to do that. Or you can take it a step further. I also provide the file to make the mold master and make a silicone mold, which if you look, you'll see a video for that on how to make those molds. And here's the silicone mold you'll end up with. Pack it with the EVA foam clay, freeze it, extract it. What's nice about the silicone mold, right, is you can flex the mold and get it out, whereas normally you wouldn't be able to mold these items because if you had a hard item butted up against a hard item, you'd need draft angles and all sorts of other stuff. But with it being silicone and it being basically hard as a rock when it's frozen, you can just, and you end up with something like that. And one I made, that's the one I made in the video that I made. This will be the one that we end up attaching. It's the driest. It takes a couple days to dry. Probably want to flip it over after a day as well. The more clay you pack into that mold, the longer that's going to take to dry. Enough so that if you were to pack it completely full and you come back a week later and cut it in half, the inside probably still isn't going to be dry. So watch the video on making on silicone mold and molding EVA foam. You'll see, I don't know if you can make out the pocket I got in that or not. A couple pockets in there to make sure that it's not too thick. And that's what we're going to apply. So let's go ahead and let's get started. We're going to apply the wings, and then we're going to line up the skull. And I expect there to be a little bit of overlap where I may have to remove some material from the skull to get it on here nice and neat. Or I could just I'm going to install the skull first. We'll do the skull first and then the wings. you feel like a part is too big to fit, it means you probably don't have enough curvature on it. There we go. That is our Space Marine Imperialis chest piece. Look for it on the Etsy store, and be sure to check out my Patreon, Karate Cosplay, and vote on what we're going to make next.